everyone, welcome back to another video. So today in this video I'm going to share some of the pages that I have completed as well as some of the pages I'm currently working on. I've not done one of these videos since May of 2022, I believe. I don't do these videos too often because I don't get a whole lot of time to color, but I have completed pages since then, so I'm excited to share these with you. If you check the description box down below, I'll have links down there for everything that you see in this video, as well as links to my Facebook group, my email list, my Etsy shop, and my Patreon if you'd like to support me there. I also now have channel membership. If you would like to find more information out about that, you can click the join button down below this video. So you're going to notice in this video that I do have quite a few that I have colored in Maria Trolle books because Maria Trolle's artwork is just kind of where I'm at right now. I absolutely love her artwork. I love her books. I love the paper in her books. So the first one I'm going to share with you is in Maria Trolle's Botanicum. So this is the first page I have to share, and this was a color along that was done on my channel. There are tutorials for every single part of this page. I believe the bunny was a tutorial on how to color fur, and then these little flowers here was a tutorial on how to make small objects on your coloring pages pop off the page, and then I showed how to use Posca to cover up lines. But there were lots of fun tutorials for this page, and I absolutely love this one. And my favorite thing about this page is actually the background. So many of you were asking for distress ink tutorials, and it took me quite a while to be able to do that. I don't have a lot of experience with distress ink, so this was my first go at it, and I really love the way that it turned out. I love all the bright, vibrant colors. It's so fun, and everything just came together so nicely. I do have some stickles on here, quite a bit of Posca on here. Like I said, I used the Posca to cover up the white lines. I did that here on these flowers, and then again on these flowers here that look very, very bright and neon. I love how these flowers turned out, but the majority of it is Prismacolors. I think Prismacolors work really well in the Maria Trolle books on this paper, and if you've been following my channel for quite some time, you know that that is my pencil of choice. When I'm coloring full pages, I just really love my Prismacolors. Now I have Maria Trolle's Flora, and I've been coloring quite a bit in this book. I absolutely love this book. I actually have a color along that I'm going to be releasing here very soon that is in this book, and I'm really excited about that. This is one that I worked on my own time, and this was kind of an experiment for me because I had just received the Derwent Color Soft pencils. I started using them and I absolutely love them. I actually did a video on that, and I'll link it in the upper right hand corner so you could check it out. But y'all, I fell in love with these pencils and I had so much fun with this page. But back to why this was kind of an experiment for me. I did something on this page that I never usually do, and I used a lot of black and very dark colors and a lot of very muted colors. If you have been following my channel for quite some time, you know that I love bright, vibrant colors, and I love everything on my pages to just pop off the page. And this page is a lot more muted and toned down, and it was quite a bit of a change for me. The Derwent Color Soft pencils, they don't tend to have a whole lot of bright colors in this set. Here's the swatch chart, and of course you only get 72 colors. This is the biggest set that they come in, but there are some colors on here that are bright. Like you've got this pink lavender that is pretty bright, and then this really light pink, and I think I actually did use the pink on the page, but the other colors that I blended it with were a lot darker and more muted, like the deep red. And of course we have the pale orange on here, which is a very bright, vibrant color. Some of the oranges and the yellows are, but on my page, I went with a lot of the colors that were much more muted and darker. It's just really a change for me. You can see here on the little bridge that goes around the house, I used a lot of darker colors, and I actually used a lot of colors on this. And I had to come back and change it up because the first time I did it, I didn't like it. I decided that I wanted to add this gray green to the bridge and blend it in with reds and blacks and dark grays. And it was kind of just, like I said, an experiment, and I wanted to see how it turned out. So I don't know if you could see this on camera, but you can see the gray green in here as well as the reds, and there's a lot of black. And then I've got some shades of brown, some lighter shades of brown and darker shades of brown. But after it all came together, I did really love the way that it turned out, and I think it really stands out on the page. And I had a lot of fun doing the tree bark and trying to make it look like textured tree bark. I've been doing that a lot lately. I've had a little bit of an obsession coloring trees. Which is really weird, but I love creating the texture on trees, and it's just so super relaxing to do. And so I've been doing it actually quite a bit. And on the color along that's coming up, I actually have a tutorial showing you how to create that texture on trees. So definitely look for that one soon. But I really enjoyed coloring the leaves. I have so many colors in these leaves. I've got different shades of greens with different undertones. I've got some brown in these leaves. I've got reds in these leaves, and just so many different colors. I wanted to make them look more like a fall leaf because I feel like I wanted them to stand out but kind of blend in at the same time. And I did use a lot of black to make things on this page stand apart from one another. Like here behind the tree, I put a little bit of black back in here to make the leaves look like they were lifted up off the tree. But I did have a whole lot of fun coloring this page. You can see that I even added black in here to add texture to the door. But this page was just super fun for me to do and really relaxing. And even though it's very different for me, I love how it all came together in the end. So this is The Imaginary World of Jane Hankins, Volume 2. These books are not available anymore, and it's very, very sad because the paper in here is absolutely wonderful. The paper is super, super thick. It has lots of tooth. It's wonderful for colored pencils. But there is a page that I finished in here, and it is this one. I absolutely love this page. I love how it turned out. And as you can see, I do have bright, vibrant colors because that's usually just what I do. And then the background really stands out. I love how this background turned out, and I love how it just brought everything together. But there is a tutorial on the background. But the mushroom and all of the leaves and this adorable little guy here, and even these little fairy guys or whatever they are, everything is a base of Tombow markers, my Tombow brush markers. I absolutely love my Tombow brush markers. They are amazing and they are wonderful to use as a base and then come back and go over it with your colored pencils. I went over it with Prismacolors and I love the way that it looks, but I'm pretty sure there were a couple tutorials on that. I think that I colored in this cute little guy here and showed you how to use the Tombows as a base with an overlay of your colored pencils. It's just a really simple, quick hack to get your coloring pages done a lot quicker. This page here took me hardly no time because of that. Although later on when I came back and decided to do the wings on all these adorable little fairy elves, I guess that's what they are, I'm not really sure, but they are super cute. But on all of these little wings on these little guys, I used my fairy wing tutorial, and I'll link that in the upper right hand corner so that you could check it out. And there are a little bit of stickles on them. I could see the stickles up here, but it looks like I probably didn't finish all of them, which is surprising. I thought I did. So I'm gonna have to come back and go over them with my stickles. You can definitely see the stickles on this one up here. I used whatever color it is in my stickles that looks really iridescent. But if you want to see exactly how I do that, you can go back and check out that tutorial for the iridescent sparkly fairy wings. Now the background for this one was Neo Colors. There's also a tutorial for that if you want to check it out. I absolutely love my Neo Colors. They are so much fun to play with. If you don't have Neo Colors, I would suggest going to check out the tutorial for the background on this so that you could see how they work and see if you feel like they're a medium that you would enjoy having in your collection. But this one was just super, super fun and probably one of the quicker pages that I was able to color. Okay, so this is Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. If you have been following along with my videos recently, you've probably seen a couple tutorials for this page. I did finish this page very, very recently, and there is a video showing me just finishing it up and adding all the final touches to it. But this rainbow dust in the bottle here, this is all Prismacolors. I believe all of this was gold acrylic paint. And then I went over it again with gold stickles, and then I believe the same for right here. There's a lot of Posca on this page. There is some gel pen on this page, white gel pen, and all of the little stars and the dots here in the background. I believe all of that is acrylic paint as well, along with stickles. And then the background here is watercolors, and this was also a tutorial on my channel. But the tutorial for the background was quite a while ago, and when I did that background tutorial, there was nothing colored in on the page. So I did do the background first, and then after I did the background, I really loved it, and so I pulled the page out again because I really wanted to finish it, and I wanted to create this rainbow look here. So I kind of experimented with that, put some colors together, and wanted to see how it would look if I made actual rainbow dust inside the bottle. But there's lots of Posca here covering up all of the white lines around the bottle to make it look like an actual kind of like see-through bottle. And then all of the glitter here is gel pens and stickles. And then there's also some other acrylic paint on here, but you can go back and check out those videos to see exactly what it is. I just love how this page came together in the end. I love the pastel-y look. I love all the glitter. I love the rainbow dust that I created. I just love it all. And I think after it came together, it looked really, really neat. But this page just definitely glitters all over. I'll move it around a little bit so you can see, but it shines like crazy. I think you could probably see that on camera. I think you could see it a lot more if you were actually looking at it like in real life. It just really shines. Okay, so I do have a couple that I've been working on. This is Worlds Within Worlds by Kirby Rosanis. Some of you may recognize this page, but oh my goodness. I cannot believe that this page is still not done. Have you ever colored a page and just can't find the motivation to finish it? I need somebody to give me some motivation, wave a magic wand over me or something, because I really want to finish this page. This page is done all in Prismacolors. There is nothing else on this page. This was kind of an experiment for me, again, just to see if I could color a page with just limited colors and spread those colors all around the page. There is a video on that as well, and I did do a video and show how to color this leaf over here. And then even after I did that video, I colored some more down here and finished off these leaves. But I just feel like this page, there's so many leaves on it that it's just so repetitive, and I just need a break from coloring leaves, especially using all of the colors that I'm using on these leaves. They've got greens and reds and oranges, and there's just so many colors in just one leaf. So as I come down here, I'm trying to make the leaves down at the bottom just a little bit more green with a lot less red and orange. So they've got more so like greens and yellows in them. And so it'll just create the look like as we move up the page, we have a little bit more red and orange and all of the other colors. But I thought that would be super cool. I need to finish this page. I really, really need to finish it because I'm very excited actually about how it's going to look once it is finally done and completed. And I think my biggest challenge for this page is going to be figuring out what to do for a background, because I may have to break away from using just the colors that I'm using, the greens, the yellows, the oranges, the reds, because I don't know how I'm going to create a background that's actually going to stand out and still stick with those same colors. I mean, I may go with yellows, I really don't know yet, but I want to do a background that makes everything on the page pop off of it, so that the background looks completely separate from everything that's on the page. But y'all, leave me a comment and let me know what you do when you need to be motivated to finish up a page, because I've never been in this position with any page ever that I've ever colored, and I really honestly think it's just because there are so many leaves and I'm just so done with coloring leaves. But my last break that I took from this page, I went and colored this page, and of course I've got more leaves on this page. So after I got done coloring in these leaves, it really didn't motivate me to go back and finish this one because it was more leaves. So I don't know. I feel like no matter what coloring book you're in, there's always leaves to color. Even if I'm coloring a portrait, there's sometimes leaves in the hair or leaves somewhere like off to the outside of the page. But there's always leaves and flowers on every coloring page. And I don't know. I really need to get back to this page and finish it up. So hopefully by the time y'all see another video like this, you will see this page completed. Because I showed this in my last video that I did like this. That was back in May of 2022. That's how long I've been working on this page. So if this happens to you, leave me a comment below and let me know. Because I would love to know I'm not the only one. And then this one I started, this is in one of Deborah Muller's newer books, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the name of the book is. I'm going to put it on the screen in text, the book that this came out of, but I absolutely love this coloring book, and I printed this one out on the hammer mill paper. I wanted to experiment with my Ohuhu markers and see how I would do putting two very different colors together on these flowers. I just kind of wanted to color flowers, and I wanted to be able to experiment with my markers, and I wanted to try something new, and so I started this page. But I'm excited to finish this one, and I think for this one I am going to do something really fancy with the wings. I'm really excited about coloring those wings. I may use a base of markers on some places on this page and then come back and go over it with my colored pencils. So hopefully soon I'll get around to finishing this one. Okay, so another Maria Trolle book. This one is Twilight Garden. This is just a little something I started. I just wanted to find a really quick page to color. Now this one was all done in Prismacolors. I just wanted to find a really super quick page to color and something that was kind of relaxing, something I could get done really fast. I just kind of picked this up and color it while I'm watching YouTube videos. And I actually just started it very recently. But I felt like this page was just simple and easy, and it's kind of like a mandala type piece of artwork. So I just thought that was fun. I don't usually color things like this. I thought it was a little bit different. But once I finish this page, I may be able to use it for a background tutorial. So if you have any suggestions for background tutorials that you would like to see, or what mediums you would like to see for a background tutorial, let me know in the comments below, because this one's going to be a super quick color. And then this one is Tales from the Witch's Cottage by Hannah Carlson. And I had not colored in this book yet, and I wanted to pull it out and just do something since we're kind of getting close to Halloween, and I wanted to color something that was kind of Halloween related, like a witch or a cauldron or ghosts or something like that. So I chose this page because I thought it would be a lot of fun, and it looked like it would be really quick. And you're probably noticing a pattern. The last page I used a lot of purples. This page I used a lot of purples again. This was all done with Prismacolors, and all of the outlines and everything on her dress and the little moon here and the stars, that's all done with stickles. But they say that colors tell a lot about your mood, and I don't know, I've just been in that kind of mood where purple just really appeals to me. It relaxes me. I don't know. I've just had a lot of fun coloring with shades of purple, and you can see with this one, again, this was kind of a little bit of an experiment because I wanted to use the purples, but then I decided to bring in pinks, and I wanted it to look like on her dress, like each one of these different sections were alternating. So I am using all of the same colors in every section of her dress. I'm just using the colors differently. On this part of the dress and over here and here, I have a lot of the much lighter colors, and then I brought some of the colors that I used here that are the darker colors and a little bit of the lighter colors up into here, and then I just added some darker, much more intense purples, and then I decided to bring the much more intense darker purples down into here as well, so you could see there's some lines creating a little bit of texture on her dress using the much darker colors. So it is all the same colors, it's just kind of like a back and forth type of thing, making each section look very different from one another. After I finish filming this video, I am going to work on this one a little bit more. This is my most recent one and the one I've been working on here lately, and I've actually only spent a couple hours on this, and I've gotten quite a bit done, so I'm really enjoying this page. Okay, so that's all of the pages I have for now. I really enjoyed sharing all my completed pages and the pages I'm currently working on with y'all. I hope that you enjoyed this video. All of the tutorials and everything that I talked about in the video, I will try to link all of those in the upper right hand corner so that you could check those out. And everything that you've seen in this video, I will link down in the description box below in case you're interested in any one of the coloring books that you've seen. But I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Happy coloring. Bye.